Attack the enemy! Victory is ours!
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back for some more mid to high tier French tank gameplay from the 7th of February 2018. This was a battle that at the end of it I decided that's enough War Thunder for the rest of today. But it really ran the gamut of emotions, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, as you'll see. So starting out in my AMX 1390, which of course I really like the AMX 13 line, so very enjoyable tank. Still grinding for the AMX 50 Foch at this point in time. And let's see, I don't remember honestly if this was a really bad day in War Thunder for me. Excuse me. Surprise yawn. Or if I was just having a bad day, period, in general. I really don't remember. I got a little angry during this battle, and let me just say that's not something that I personally enjoy, either in myself or from War Thunder, so I'm really actively working to cut that down, whether it's just playing a little less War Thunder. I'm definitely looking for something else to play and mix in the meantime, besides just all War Thunder all the time. And also, like, I didn't like how much I was swearing in games, in battles, and I actively cut that down just by deciding, that's it, I don't want to do this anymore, and I've cut it down a lot, I feel. Not 100% by any means, but I'm trying to do the same thing with the angry reactions to stuff. So, obviously I'm not there yet, but I am working on it. So as we get to the B point here, you see the AMX 30 in front of me got knocked out. A couple people had fired their smoke off, and I'm watching for whatever had killed him. Obviously somebody's in B with us. And it's an RU-251 right in front of me. Now luckily for me, I took out his gunner, and he took out my engine. And I definitely ended up on the better side of that somehow. So took him out, and we were able to start capturing the B point, and so far the battle's going pretty well. So I was going to sit and reload the smoke canisters, but see, plus this was a likely place of enemy approach. And then you can certainly hear enemies coming in, and oh my god, it's an E100. I got a real good penetration shot on him in the side, and then didn't really get any effect on him at all. Scouted him, and then recognized a whole bunch of other enemies over here. Decided to not fire a second shot on the E100 and went for an ammo rack on the RU-251. Hit him, didn't detonate his ammo. Fired off another shot into the E100, and then he hit me and knocked out my gunner. But he didn't take my breach, so I was actually able to react and get a couple more rounds into him. Unfortunately not doing the damage that I was hoping, especially with this shot right here coming up that I felt should have got his gunner. But apparently it died in his machine gun, and then I got a follow-up kill shot from the A100, so... Ah well, not the world's worst start with the AMX 1390. Not too bad. Gained enough score to come back in the F6, F5N, so that's always good. And something else I'm going to mention up front. My flying wasn't exactly... Let's say that my attack runs weren't the best I've ever done here. And you'll see what I mean, unfortunately. So I know there's a pair of E100s at B, plus at least one Tiger and an RU-251. So I'm heading for the B point to try and deliver my bombs on target and hopefully thin out the heavy German numbers a little bit. So that's where I'm going. And as far as all Nippon Airways over there to the right is concerned, the battle's apparently happening in Japan, not Eastern Europe here. I don't know what he's doing. I know what he's doing. He's heading off somewhere else. Now I see that there's an enemy E100 as well as the T-28, and just decided I can't risk coming around again, for I was not trying to kill the T-28, and I was also not trying to hit the building as I pulled out there. But I did knock out the E100. I felt really bad about killing the T-28. I did not want to do that, but a heavy turreted tank in the E100 to me was just a bigger target than keeping our T-28 alive. I figured he was going to get alongside the T-28 any second and kill the T-28 anyway, which I did not want to kill the T-28, but I couldn't pass up that opportunity I had right there to take out an E-100. So I did. I don't know if I would do the same thing again in the future. I don't know. I didn't want to risk getting hit by AAA or an enemy fighter or something and not being able to take out the D-100 and having the E-100 get loose in our back area. So I'm coming back in looking for the other E-100 or anything else. Don't see anybody. Make a low pass over the airfield. Or over the airfield, I mean over the battlefield. And loop back around. I hear an enemy aircraft up. And I'm rolling back to just come across the battlefield, and I just happen to accidentally roll out beautifully on target. I see a Kugelblitz, I see a Quellian, I see a Ferdinand, and there's also a Tiger II. And I clipped my tail and my engine and hit a building again. But, oh my goodness, a triple bomb kill. And an assist. So, Rollercoaster of emotions. That's great that I got all those bomb kills. That's terrible that I clipped another building and crashed out for the second time. Neither of those were meant to be suicide bomb kills, suicide bomb attacks at all. I was trying to pull up again and keep in the fight with my airplanes. Just calculated my exits a little poorly. Pressed the attack in a little too hard, but oh my goodness. Couldn't quite get the gun up in time to get a shot at the HE-219 there. And just the roller coaster of emotions, up, down, up, down, up, down in this battle was just something else. I mean, I get the bomb kill on the E-100, but I also killed a T-28, so, you know, immediate, hooray, crap! And then 3 kills, and all nearly 4 if that Ferdinand had been a little farther forward, but crashed into a building again. I mean, that one overall was pretty much a sweet moment, except I could have gone back and landed and got more bombs, or gotten into the airfight with my SO-8000, but, ah well. Back forward to the battle we go. The battle's going relatively well for us right here. I mean, we've got somebody all the way up at their western spawn doing nothing. And I encounter this Ferdinand here, get a running shot at him, hit his frontal armor that isn't about to go through with the armor shells I've got. I don't think he knew where it came from, or he was trying to back away. I think when he finally realized where the threat was coming from, it was too late and I was able to kill him. And then I'm backing off to get back behind the cover of this hill again and continue the capturing of the B point. Having a reasonably good battle so far. Park here, watching out to my front, and start taking some fire from my right across the river in a second. Which, there you go, you can see it. You can see it's Quellian right there. Get a decently good shot into him, and get bombed out by a 234C before I can finish off the Quellian. Or finish capturing the B point, sadly, which was more important. So we've got 3 light tanks on the wrong side of the river here that we could be really using for capturing or helping hold the enemy back from the B point. But no, they're all doing light tank things across the river. So, back into the battle in my Lorraine 40T, and heading back to B to re-attempt capturing the B point back for us. And I gotta hand it to this guy over here camping their enemy spawn. At least he was telling us that there were enemy capturing B when we can see the enemy capturing B, so, you know, that's a useful contribution. Forward again, back to the B point, trying to come up along. Was gonna go over to the left and see if I could pick up anybody coming from the side, coming from the south at B, but decided the fastest route is gonna be the most important, just to get there as quickly as I can and stop the enemy from retaking the B point, as they are doing again. All kinds of artillery coming down. Get around the corner here, get a slightly unaimed shot on a Whirlwind, but I'm pretty safe from his counterfire as soon as I can see him past more artillery. He fires artillery at me. I get a good aim shot into him, take out a whole bunch of his crew, set him on fire, move up into a good position to finish him off. Got a kill assist on the Quellion across the river. And then finished off the Whirlwind with a third shot, finally taking out the rest of his crew. Now you can see that we're losing the A point with two guys right next to it. That's just... sometimes I just shake my head. I turn around and look behind me and I can see the Kugelblitz that's doing it. And I'm able to take him out with a single shot, unlike the Whirlwind that took 3. But there we go, okay. Dude who was capturing A knocked out off A. Now I expect the two guys back there to immediately roll in and capture the A point, but they don't. Now, obviously the T-95 is not the world's fastest tank, and I'm on my way back to capture A, and I run into this Ferdinand. Now, by the time I can stop and get my gun to stabilize, I don't get the side shot that I had for him into his big crew compartment that would have killed him. But as I move around to finish him off, I get killed by a Leopard that's up in the trees to the left, and that really hurt because now I can't get back to the A point to recapture it. The T-95, however, did actually move into the A point and start capping, so good on him for being a big, slow tank but still moving into the objective. Unfortunately, he got killed by a different Leopard, and we are now losing the A point. But our two light tanks are across the river, hiding inside buildings, so you know there's that. So I'm coming back in my CA Lorraine, and I spot the Leopard that killed the T-95 inside the A point. Wait, stop, get the gun to stabilize. He stops moving right as I fire, so instead of getting the crew compartment shot I wanted, I killed his driver, which was alright, but obviously with a manual loader, we aren't going to reload in time before his turret is going to turn around, so bailed out of there to try and get forward and get a new angle on him, hopefully before his driver can repair, or swap out, rather. Which isn't going to happen, but I'm still trying to come in from a different angle, and these two just... I don't know what they were trying to accomplish over there. So I'm trying to move in and come in from the south and hit the Leopard from B, and before I can do that, the Ferdinand, of course, has replaced all of his crew and is waiting. And kills me out. The same Ferdinand. So now it's time to come back in my AMX-13 DCA-40, which is not the best thing I have left, but I don't want to use a backup vehicle in this battle just yet, not with 3 red caps. So I put my artillery on the Leopard at A and push up to try and come in from the north this time instead of the south, because there's a Ferdinand back there that's got the southern approach that I was going to take pretty well covered. So I'm going to see if I can get in from the north now and come in and try and retake A, and then hopefully cut them off and destroy them all in concert with that T-54 over there as I take a hit from something from the air, I think, as I'm getting strafed. You see the M48 get killed in front of me. A T-95 takes out a 109K, which I believe is what crashed right behind me. And then we spot a Whirlwind and the Ferdinand, and if they had been in reverse positions, I'd have probably been able to take out the Whirlwind and get a kill here, and then probably move in and get a good ambush on the Ferdinand. I was at least able to get real good damage on the Ferdinand's barrel, and then he blew his barrel trying to shoot at me, thank goodness. But I probably could have had another kill if they'd been reversed, or if I'd been able to get there just a little bit faster. So the T-54 takes out one of the Leopards, and I'm able to get in almost fast enough on the Ferdinand. However, he's able to reverse around, and my shots are not getting good pens. I'm shooting a little bit angled into his side armor. Not even really sure that I can pen him from there anyway, so try to... He's got a blown-out gun barrel, he's not repairing, I'm trying to break his tracks, and I just bail off of him and head for the A point, because we need captures right now. We need captures badly. And we need the light tank across the river to come and join in, instead of I don't know whatting over there. So I roll into A and start decapping it, and all we need is anybody to go decap another one while I'm capping A, and we can pretty much stop this ticket bleed. So you can see we do have a wave of reinforcements coming up. And I was really tempted to just fire artillery at the friendly there. I was pretty annoyed and was hoping to encourage that light tank to move out, but put the artillery where it should have been useful. And then get taken out by the HE-219 before I can finish another cap. So that's twice now I've been killed out off of a cap, trying to get a cap back for our team. So I came back in a backup tank for the MX-50 because, well, I couldn't stand this battle going the way it was going, and I had to try and do everything I could do about it. So back in we go. I'm trying to get the team to go and take the B point because I'm fast enough to get to the A point and finish capturing it back again, despite whatever is there capturing it back away from us right now. It gets taken out by our T-54, which is good, and now we really desperately don't have any time left for anything else besides capturing A back and decapping B, and our guys are on B decapping it. God bless them, they did it. I get to the A point to try and capture it back. It's going to be faster to recapture the A point, which will stop the ticket bleed with the decap happening at B. And I took a hit from something that knocked out one of my crew members. Take another hit. I can't exactly tell where it's coming from. I know that the first hit I took was from up along the right side somewhere. I'm not sure where the second hit's coming from. It bounced off me that time, so I'm just backing off to try and finish the cap. I get the cap, and then take a hit and lose most of my turret crew and can finally see roughly where the hit was coming from, although I'm not able to aim at him. It's a Leopard. He's clearly got APDS only. And I call for help and start machine gunning him, figuring I'm dead here. We are holding 2 points, which is good. And then suddenly, like an angel from heaven, my prayers are answered. Beautiful bomb delivery by Your Name Here in the P-80A, and it actually saved me. And it's a good thing, because if I'd have been killed there, that battle would have ended instantly, because we've got 14 tickets left. Which you'll see here in just a second. Right there. 14 tickets left, so anybody dies, this battle is over. And we've also taken the B point, and our P-80 goes and shoots down the 219, so at the last possible second, we stop the ticket bleed and then turn the ticket bleed around. And this battle suddenly is looking like we could actually pull off a victory here. Our T-54 takes out a Yag Panther. That's good. That's good news. Anybody else knocked down? There's not a lot of gunfire going on. So I'm thinking the enemy team is probably knocked down a little bit. They're up in the air, of course, which is dangerous because literally anybody dies, the battle ends. And as I'm rolling forward, I decided I'll go and decap the C point and help speed up this ticket bleed because that is an immense ticket bleed, or immense ticket gap, rather, going on. Now, I hit the DVR a couple times during this battle because at first I was just going to DVR the triple kill, and then I was going to DVR something else, I forget. But I get up here at the C point, and I spot the Kugelblitz, and I realize I saw somebody else behind me. He's hidden by a pillar, and by the time I get the gun on him, we fire simultaneously. I kill him, he kills me, and that ends the battle because 14 tickets. So just a gut-wrenching death at the end, which caused us to lose the battle. Triggered the end of the battle, but finished up some research for my F6, F5N. Got a research boost there. And ended up with more research accomplished for the Lorraine 40T. So finished another tier of research there, went on to the filters to speed up the Lorraine 40T a little bit. And as you can see here, just a up, down, up, down, up, down battle with the team kill, with 9 friendly kills, 8 deaths, 4 captures, almost 6 captures, 31 hits, 9 criticals, all the battle time, the battle activity 99%. I mean, first place with 5,770 score. Imagine what the score would have been if we'd have won. 12 awards. I mean, just, it was such a crazy battle. And here's all the entire kill feed. I felt really bad for causing the end of the battle with the death there. But unfortunately, I saw the Kugelblitz first, and that stopped it. That's it for today, though. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. We'll see you next time, and have a great day, everybody.